Hey everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. So next month in February, we have more payments going out to all Social Security beneficiaries, whether you're a retiree on SSI or SSDI. We're going to be covering all the payment dates going out next month in February. Plus, President Joe Biden just gave the governor of Texas and Greg Abbott 24 hours to release control of the border and give it back to the Border Patrol. And we have 25 governors of different states signing on and backing the governor. We have some people claiming that we might actually have a civil war brewing up. We're going to be covering that as well. But before we go ahead and dive into the main content of today's video, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm. And also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive up to $9,000 in free stocks or $9,000 in free cash, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Webull. All you have to do is once you click on that link, is just sign up for a free account and then deposit at least 1 penny. At that point, Webull will be sending you at least 3 free stocks worth, once again, all the way up to $9,000. And if you do not want to invest at this point in time, all you have to do is just sell the stocks for what they're worth and then transfer the cash value right back to your bank account. Okay, so once again, we have big news at the border where President Joe Biden is giving the governor there 24 hours to let go of control of the border and give it back to the Border Patrol, or else. Not sure what Biden is going to do. I guess he's going to try to take control of the Texas National Guard. But yeah, we actually have 25 other states backing the governor of Texas in this fight. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. Watch.
Texas is not backing down in its fight against the Biden administration over the border. The state is in a legal battle over its use of razor wire along the border. Meantime, a plan in Congress to deal with the border looks like it's going to fail. There are reports it lost support from Senate Republicans. Fox's Rebecca Castor reports.
And one of the strongest acts of defiance for a modern-day governor, Greg Abbott has declared the border crisis an invasion and invoked Texas's constitutional right to self-defense.
The authors of the Constitution knew there would be times when the federal government would not live up to its duty. Texas has a right, as a state, to stop criminals from coming into our state.
Losing trust in Biden's border agents, the Texas National Guard has taken over control of one area of the border popular for illegal crossings. There's also been debate about the use of razor wire to stop migrants, with the Supreme Court giving approval Monday for the Biden admin to start cutting the wire.
It's not making people's lives safer. It's actually making it harder for law enforcement at the border to do their job.
Despite the legal blow, Abbott says Texas will hold the line, while in Washington, lawmakers continue to hash out an immigration reform package.
We have the outlines of a deal. We've had it for several days. It's 90+% written.
But will passing it rely on approval from former President Donald Trump? As insiders suggest, some Republicans don't want to lose their top issue during election season.
I don't agree on that, and the reason I don't agree on that is, one, we have a constitutional responsibility to be able to protect the country and its safety. The things that are in this bill, Donald Trump would actually want to be able to have as president on this.
Right now, further emergency aid for Ukraine is contingent on new border policy being passed.
So, like I just mentioned, the former president and Donald Trump, and the frontrunner for the Republican Party for the nomination in 2024, is calling on the other governors to actually send their National Guard down to the border as well to help Texas out in this situation. They're calling this an invasion into the country. But President Biden obviously is pretty pissed about the situation. He wants to have this part of the area that is being seized by the Texas National Guard given back to the Border Patrol. And they want to cut down the razor wire to seemingly let the border open right back up again in that area. Not a good situation. And again, President Biden is giving the governor there 24 hours to let go control of that area, or I guess Biden is going to take matters into his own hands.
Well, as it stands right now, you might be able to make out behind me, Texas's razor wire is still here inside of Shelby Park. It remains untouched. However, the Biden administration has now warned Texas it has until tomorrow to allow Biden's border agents back into Shelby Park and the ability to remove Texas's razor wire as it sees fit. A federal attorney writes to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton that the Supreme Court ruled in favor favor of the Biden administration, ending a temporary restraining order that prohibited Biden's border agents from touching Texas razor wire in and around Shelby Park. The Biden administration goes into detail about the access it wants. It wants access to Shelby Park, also the nearby boat launch and the international bridge.
And again, this is a huge fight. We actually have people online now speculating about a possible civil war. Who knows how this is all going to unfold, but we're going to know a whole lot more today as that 24-hour deadline is going to end today. What is Biden going to do? What is Abbott going to do? And what are the 25 other governors who are backing Texas going to do about the situation? It's definitely not going to be pretty. Now, in some other news, of course, we have payments going out next month in February to all Social Security beneficiaries, whether you're a retiree, SSI, or SSDI. We're going to be covering the payment dates in just a minute. So according to the Washington Examiner, February direct payment worth $943 goes out in 7 days. It's actually going to be a little bit less than that. So the first SSI payment of the new year, worth up to $943 for individual filers, will go out to recipients in 1 week. That is going to be on February 1st. The payment, which is the first check of 2024 because of a scheduling quirk in the Social Security Administration's calendar, will be released on Thursday, February 1st. The amount of money each person receives can vary depending on how each recipient filed for the payment. There are 3 categories when filing: individual, joint, or an essential person. This year, individual filers will receive up to $943 each month. Eligible couples will receive up to $1,415, and essential persons who live with people receiving SSI payments and provide them with necessary care will get up to $472 according to the SSA. Not every recipient will receive the maximum payment, and filers can see a personalized estimate through the SSA's calculator. The amounts are an increase of 3.2% from 2023. Now at this point, you can see the payment schedule up on the screen. So once again, on Thursday, February 1st, that's when the payments are going to be going out to those on SSI benefits. Then on the 2nd, on Friday, those are going to be going to those who received Social Security before May of 1997, or if you receive both Social Security and SSI, those payments are going to be going out on the 2nd. And then for everyone else, there's going to be payments going out on Wednesday, February 14th, the second Wednesday of the month. Those are going to be going to those with birthdays falling between the 1st and 10th of any given month. Then the following Wednesday, on February 21st, those payments are going to be going to those with birthdays falling between the 11th and 20th of any given month. And then finally, the last Wednesday, the 4th Wednesday of the month in February, February 28th, those payments are going to be going to those with birthdays falling between the 21st and 31st of any given month. So once again, that's the payment schedule next month in February. So something to look out for. Definitely let me know what your thoughts and comments are below and everything that we mentioned today. But that's all we have for today's video. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.